Yeah, you see it. Somké and the Fire Five. All right, we're gonna start it off in the OG yard first. Skywolf versus Paver. This was a hell of a MMA match right here. This is basically experience versus youth. We got a great mix of techniques. We got a great pacing. Um, at the end of the day, I gotta say the ground game is essential. The ground game is essential. We got a shocking ending, and it's the fight game. Anything could happen in the split of a second. This was a hell of a fight. Street Beef's OG yard, Skywolf versus Paver. Let's move on. Oh man, Street Beef Scrapyard. If you're trying to look this match up, you'll have to type in the title. Did the champ meet his match? This is a fight between Lights Out versus Toro. This was a hell of a fight right here. This was a boxing match, very competitive. We got very frustrating movements from Lights Out, but we got very calculated strikes from Toro. This is the boxer versus the puncher. One fighter bringing the heat, and the other being poised and waiting for his opportunity. Great energy in this fight, great pacing, and both men trying to establish themselves. Street Beef Scrapyard, Lights Out versus Toro, fire fight. Yeah, you see it. You see it. We in Street Beef's West Coast. Lil Diesel versus Soldier of God. Hey, man, what can I say? If you know Diesel, you know this was a banger. You see the guy in the background. This was a phenomenal match. Both men showing great boxing skills. We got the long range versus the short range, and both men out there dropping bombs, man. We got a shocking KO after the adjustments were made, and we got a classic outro. Street Beef's West Coast, Lil Diesel versus Soldier of God, fire fight. Let's move on. Yeah, this is a hidden gem right here. We're gonna go back to Street Beef's OG yard. Wheelchair boxing, Gorilla versus Hell on Wheels, wheelchair challenge. This is the first time we saw an opponent make Hell on Wheels work to this extent. We saw the evasiveness, we saw great defense, and that's something you normally don't see in these matches. All gas, no brakes, constant power, constant pressure, everything you want to see in a firefight, man. Gorilla versus Hell on Wheels, Street Beef's OG yard. And we're going to end it with our second guest for the night, taking you back to Street Beef's West Coast, Husky versus Young and Lavish. Man, look at that thumbnail right there. What can I say? This is big boy boxing right here. We see these guys are going toe to toe. We saw the pressure. We saw the slips. We saw the counters, competitiveness, aggression, heart, and as I like to say, body work is key. Body work is key. Very entertaining fight. Very much a fire fight. Street Beef's West Coast, Husky versus Young and Lavish, Somké and the Fire Five.